Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is going on, Just the Bet Slips family? Professor Parlay and Poolside Pat coming to you on Wednesday. Poolside Pat is just looking forward to June. I had another 10-unit day yesterday. No big deal. Pat doesn't know this because he went on the show. I created my own picture graph just for yesterday's pictures. Like when I tell you I have typed out an Excel spreadsheet for every pitcher that pitched yesterday. I had all their stats, and I made all my bets off of that sheet alone. Didn't have time to do that today, clearly, because I was working today. But I'm going to eventually do it for every pitching day. Therefore, I'll have a log with every single pitcher, and I'll just have to update their recent games. But the fact that we went up 10 units off of that sheet yesterday means I'm going to have to do that for the rest of the time. That way I don't have to rely on anybody else's stats. I've got my own. Yes.
Can you share that with me?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's funny because we missed the 750 club by one game, and all of those games were based on the pitchers that I did yesterday, and that was just because Cleveland sold the bag yesterday, and they went against a pitcher who had the game of his year yesterday, to be very frank. So everybody, all the others hit. We missed it by one leg yet again for another plus 1,000 or something.
Did you do like specific amount of strikeouts too, or were they all the same amount of strikeouts? Like what did you do?
So like yesterday was like it was all over. So I didn't have like specific strikeout parlays. I didn't have specific. I was all over the place. So I basically took the numbers I had, and based on those numbers, I also picked hitters because I was like, I know these pitchers are going to give up a lot more hits and runs. So I picked hitters based on that as well. So like one parlay, I would have over 17.5 outs. I would have a strikeout. And then I would have the Braves winning. And then on another leg, I had the Dodgers game over 9 runs, the Dodgers single as a team over 3.5 runs, and Cam Schlittler over 17.5 outs. So like it was all I put together. It was kind of all over the place, but I liked it that way because sometimes when you do strikeouts, there's one strikeout guy that fails you. Sometimes when you do 17.5 outs, there's one guy that fails you. But if you kind of mix them up, then if the guy fails you, it doesn't kill that whole parlay. You still have got a couple that are alive, and it worked out yesterday. We're still in the early phases because that was the first day of doing it, but it was a pretty big success first day. So once I can do that for the other days, we'll see how it goes in the long term. Next month will be a good month for me to test that theory out because I'll be able to get a lot more stuff done this weekend and put together some more slides. That being said, we'll go ahead and get into the thing that keeps us from – I just removed it. Hold on. It keeps us from getting started. There we go. Which is the disclaimer. We are not professional gamblers, and this show is for fun entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. Lastly, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help. If you need it, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Again, we're not professional gamblers. If you watch this on the show, you'll know. We definitely are here for fun and entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. That is the most important one we stress every single day. If you do number 2, then you shouldn't have to worry about number 3, which is if gambling can be addictive, so call 1-800-GAMBLER if you need the help to get it out of it. Because like I said, it is addicting just like any other drug can be. It gives you the same rush as some of these drugs. So like, trust me, it can be a problem if you let it get there. I think me and Pat have both had our fights with that before, which is why we do number 2 excessively to make sure we stay within our budget.
Correct. Absolutely.
We are not affiliated with a spot or sponsored by a specific sports book. We are affiliated with our number one sponsor, which is Nevin. They've been with us since day one. Nevin Eyewear. We love them. They are polarized. They are durable, and they also will replace them if you lose them, scratch them, anything you can think of. They will replace them for free. If you use our link, which is on our X under our link tree, you will get 30% off one pair, and that's if you're going to buy a prescription pair. They're more expensive, so use that 30% off code. It'll save you the most money. If you're not getting prescription pair, then use the buy one get two free. You will get 3 pairs for just under $90. And if you're either way you're going, you're going to get free shipping because there's free shipping over $50. And we just dropped the link in our chat as well. So check them out. Let them know we sent you. We love them. We all own pairs. We all have multiple pairs, and we're going to be ordering more. We will represent Nevin as long as they'll have us because we love them and they've done nothing but good things and they make great products. We are not affiliated with a specific sport book, but we are affiliated with something very similar to a sports book, which is Playvo, aka Play with Profit. And if you don't know, we've hit this 5 days in a row now, 6 of the last 7. The best bet of the day is on fire right now. So essentially the way Playvo works is a challenge system. You buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500, depending on what bankroll you want to go for. If you buy that $30 bank package, it's $30. If you use the code 10% off JTBS, that's any and all packages, you'll get a $1,000 bankroll to bet with, and you have to complete a 2-challenge system. First challenge is to get to 10% profit before getting to 10% losses. Second challenge is to get to 15% profit before getting to 10% losses. And if you complete both of those challenges, you are then funded, and you can cash out up to 70% profit up to that point going forward. It's not an easy way to do it, but it is a good way to try to turn a small amount like $30 into a bankroll of $1,000. So if you make smart bets, it's definitely for you. They also have a system called the Blitz system, which is just a 1-challenge system. That one you have to get to 25% profit before 10% losses. So it's a little harder, but it does eliminate one of the challenges. So a lot of people like that as well. If you're looking for best bet of the day, I am taking the Angels versus Tigers, no runs first inning. This is at minus 145. I got a boost on it to get it down to minus 121. So look, you got Soriano. He's 6-3 with a 2.44 ERA and 74 strikeouts. And you've got Mize, who's 2-3 with a 2.47 ERA. And he's averaging only about 1 earned run per game over his last 6 games. Both of these guys are guys that even if you do get to them, it's usually not early. They usually are guys that get through the lineup, and then the second at bat on through the lineup, you'll start to get to them a little bit more, especially Soriano. Soriano, his ball is lively early on, and he usually doesn't get hit early. I think that they're going to get through this first inning fairly easily. After that, I can't promise this game's going to be that. There'll be some strikeouts in this game, but I can't promise there won't be a lot of runs. But I can bet that there's not going to be – I'm betting 6 in a row on the fact that there's not going to be a run on that first inning, just based on these 2 pitchers alone and what I've seen this season.
I love it. I mean, you'll see shortly. I mean, it's not the same bet, but you'll see shortly that I am certainly liking actually both pitchers in this game. So
yeah, I have both of them for strikeouts later. You'll see in a couple of places actually.
Yeah, definitely a good month for the best bet of the day.
Yeah, it's been good, and it's been hot late, which is good because it keeps it up units.
I do want to say though, hopefully it's just me. Well, obviously I want to win, but I want to be as vague as possible with this because I don't know if you saw any of it, but I may jinx the best bet of the day. So
it's all good.
You'll see what I mean later.
All right, we will move on to the marquee matchup.
Yeah,
we just talked about it.
That was I forgot that it was my marquee. That's not what I was talking about, but that could be bad too. Yes. I totally forgot that was my marquee matchup.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably the best matchup for sure.
Oh, yeah. It actually, I could just say it now. It's my only one of the day. And it's not that I'm really shying away from it. It's just, or from gambling in general. Obviously, as you'll see, I still have a fair amount of picks, but I mean, it's been a bad month. What can I say? It's been a bad month. I said it on my solo show, and I think I might have said it in my video yesterday, but I'm winning enough on the side where being down as many units I am on the show hasn't really affected me. And because I follow number 2 our on the disclaimer very, very religiously. I'm no worse for wear. I mean, it stinks. I want to give out winners. I want to be in the green, but I laugh at the fact that I have over 100 losses, and that just makes me laugh. And so all is good, all is fine. But again, and I put it in case you missed it today. You're hot. Pretty much everybody but me is doing really well this month, and so there's two ways to think about it right now: is if you either were, tailing you, specifically you, but also Jen and C Money and PD King, who have all had good months, and faded me. You could be on an island somewhere right now, or in Vegas. You could have chartered a plane. You could have done a lot of things if you'd done those two things. But that being said, I do want to win. There's people that think I'm trying to lose. I'm not, obviously. It's not a bit. Sadly, it's not a bit. I wish it was a bit, but it's not. But anyway, you kind of spoke on it, Jose Soriano. He's I believe only missed this 3 times, and the 3 times he missed it, he had 4 strikeouts twice and then 5 strikeouts. So he's on a mission. He's certainly a Cy Young candidate. I wish I had first inning stats to help you out there, but
don't worry. I have plenty of stats on both of them later, so you're fine.
Okay, sweet. So I mean, I'll just give like the crayon version. Casey Mize, who, for those that aren't familiar, he came into the league. With a lot of hype. And I know I've kind of, and I'm not saying this to jinx him for this to happen. I forget who I did that to. I made fun of them, and then it was Sasaki. I made fun of Sasaki, and then he ended up having a great game. But and Mize has been in the league for quite some time now, which I didn't realize. He's been in the league since 2020, 6 seasons. I mean, obviously 2020 was what it was, but either way, when he was 23, came into with a lot of hype. That being said, he's hit this 3 times this season. So, he's not tearing it up like, well, neither are the Tigers. He's not tearing it up like Jose Soriano is, but and 6 might be a little bit of a stretch, being completely honest, but he's certainly capable of it. Jose, I'm not worried about. It seems to be this way with a lot of the marquee matchups where I'm sweating one of them, and one of them is generally seems like a lock. It hasn't always been a lock, but Soriano is that guy, and Mize, we're going to just root on to get. We're going to hope for a low-scoring game and a nice pitching duel tonight.
I'm good with that. Lots of strikeouts in this game. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, damn right. Let's get we will 13.
Yeah, there's
7 and 6.
Let me see what the next slide is. The next slide, I think.
Did you make up PD of the day?
I did not. Oh. I could have though. Matter of fact, I'll do it as a last call. The PD of the day, because I got one. We'll move on to only long balls. Only me. I only have one in today. We did not get one from the PD King or C Money today, and Pat is still fighting with Fanatics to be able to bet the long ball. We are going with Yordan Alvarez at plus 280. First of all, he's got 3 home runs in the last 2 games. That's first. Secondly, he only has 3 at bats versus the pitcher today, but he's 2 for 3 with a home run. And he's got 18 home runs on the season. He is second or third in all of baseball in home runs. He hit one 440, 450 last night. We just need him to do it again. Like the last night, the long ball, the top 3 guys were all on the same team, which is kind of wild. You had a 457, a 452, and like a 448. They were all on the same team. They all went within 2 innings of each other, which is even crazier. So we are riding it back. I think Yordan Alvarez can go deep again, and I'm going to bet it at plus 280. He's got 1 home run and 3 at bats. So why not us again today? Maybe he can go 450 back-to-back days. That'd be nice.
So you said 1 and 3 at bats?
He's had 3 at bats. He's 2 for 3 with a home run in those 3 at bats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I thought you were doing like a lot of. I don't know if it was.
I was, but there really wasn't anybody that fit that category today. So then I just went who's been hot lately that also has a home run.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was trying to go with guys who had multiple at bats and was batting over like 300 with multiple home runs. There was really kind of the only like the funny thing is you're going to see on my last call for the DraftKings Grand Slam, the other guy I bet only has 2 at bats against the pitcher, but he's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs.
Oh wow!
But he's also pitching today. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
And the last time he pitched, I said to bet him when he pitches to hit a home run, and last start he hit a home run.
He did. Yeah.
Just saying.
First at bat, I think.
It was, and I looked. Chris was sitting in the house, and I said, "See, told you." Bet Shohei when he pitches. Yeah. Bet him when he pitches, and bet him on his bobblehead day. Guaranteed home runs.
I mean, yeah, and at any time he's exclusively hit it. Well, I guess he does. I was about to say there's some. I'm glad I stopped myself because when he's not pitching, he is exclusively hitting. That was almost a really bad thing for me to say. That's just. I just need June to get here. My May has been full of shenanigans.
I'm going to move on. I think the next slide is probably Jen's. I was trying to delay for her to get here, but she might be tied up with the dog. So, oh, no, I'm not. It's 750 Club. Just kidding. So we are going to jump into this. We are only up 4.6 units, but we have been so close to being up like 60 units on this thing. We have missed like 5 or 6 of these by one leg and 3 or 4 of them by one like strikeout or one hit, like super close to hitting this. We missed it yesterday because the Guardians gave up that game when all 3 of the others won clear. I'm going to try this today. We're going to do a little bit of pitcher parlay. I didn't want to go all outs. I didn't want to go all strikeouts. I'm just going to go Bryce Elder over 17.5 outs. And you're like, Bryce Elder, are you sure? Look, this is not a homer pick. He has hit over 17.5 outs in 6 of his last 7 games. He just pitched against the Red Sox and went 8 innings on 5-16. This guy has figured something out, and he's definitely getting deep in games. I wouldn't trust him for strikeouts. Oh, perfect timing. I wouldn't trust him for strikeouts, but I trust this man to go 6 innings. So we're betting Elder for 6 strikeouts. And another one, you're going to be like, Garrett Cole, didn't his first start, didn't he bet his under? I sure did, and I lost. And you want to know how? Because Garrett Cole went 6 innings. And he approved in that start that he was ready to be called up. He's ready. He's not on a restriction today. He was on one then, and he still got through that in like 72 pitches. He went through 6 innings. He has any kind of game like that today, he could go 7 innings. I think Garrett Cole is going to pitch very well today and get to the 6th inning. Now I'm pushing Soriano and Shohei. I'm taking them both for 7+ strikeouts. So look, Soriano has hit this in 2 of his last 3 starts. He's got 74 strikeouts. That puts him 8th in Major League Baseball. And he's going against a team that's ranked 21st in strikeouts. So you give me all of that combined, I think he can get to 7 today. Shohei Ohtani, 7+ strikeouts. He has hit this in 5 of his last 6 starts. And he's facing a team that's ranked 25th in strikeouts in the Rockies that could easily by the end of the year end up being last in strikeouts. So both of these teams strike out a lot, and both of these pitchers like to get strikeouts. Both of these guys like to go 6 innings. I like this, got it at plus 1042. Hopefully we cannot miss this by one leg, and we actually hit another 750 club to clear. I mean, we're going to be clear for the month anyway in the positive, but I'd love to be double-digit positive, especially as close as we've come to a bunch of these this month.
Oh, by the way, I'm just seeing this right now. It looks like Alvarez has more. He has 6 at bats against DeGrom.
Well, not the site that I look at said 3, but sometimes those things be.
Because he doesn't have a walk either. He had 6 at bats, but he has 2 home runs.
Okay, so there you go.
Even
better.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can run this up, and like I said, we'll get to like 15 units up if we can hit this one.
Yeah, I wonder was Soriano and Shohei, if you had done 6, would it not have been a 750 club? I'm just curious.
It would not have been. No, I tried 6 and it was like 712 or something.
Yeah, Elder and Cole is really good, and then I think Soriano's going to get 7, and then Shohei last time he pitched,
Shohei might get 8 or 9 to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, he disappointed in his last one, and he's obviously you've said plenty of times. He's definitely gunning for that Cy Young. And if he wins the Cy Young, he's probably going to win the MVP too. But
probably, I have a problem with that, but you're probably right. I feel like that is just defaulting to Shohei just because he's a pitcher is kind of like SGA winning the MVP when I don't think he should have won the MVP. Like it's kind of recency bias, and it's the same reason that Judge is considered, even though this year he probably is not.
He probably won't.
But
I know this is off topic, but I love that people are turning on the Thunder right now. Just because everybody hates SGA and are starting to hate them.
I don't hate SGA and I don't hate the Thunder, but like I don't know. It's kind of like the Chiefs and the Patriots, and it gets old.
Yeah, even though they've only won one, but they're just so good.
Yeah, I mean everybody just talks about them like they're the default champions now every year, though, and it's just it gets old.
It already is old. By the way, hello, Jen.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, you have to timing because I'm pretty sure we're moving to your slide next.
Yes, it's good time.
I was able to stall long enough. But it is the parlay players.
Well, my dog does not care where we are, so if he starts barking, I'll mute myself. And I should have made that font much bigger on the left. Sorry about that. Yes, we have not had a parlay players in a couple of tournaments. But we were able to pull the crew together to get their players for the Charles Schwab Challenge. This weekend starts tomorrow through Sunday. It's in Fort Worth, Texas. Thursday is I hate like talking about weather, but in golf it matters. So Thursday is supposed to be really good weather. I think those will be the best scores. And then we just have to watch the weather for the weekend to see how things go. Pat, you chose Auburn. Great choice. Any comments?
No, I mean, obviously, and you informed me, and then obviously I looked at what you sent in the chat that, my guy, I generally will take, and Brooks has been playing well, so it would have been a pretty good pick. But Aberg's the favorite to just win it, and I kind of wanted, just for how my May is going, I'm rooting for this bet to hit because I'm going to bet it, but as long as my guy wins, I'll feel accomplished. Or at least as long as my guy makes the cut, I'll feel accomplished.
Yeah, it's a great course for him. So I think that's a good one. Professor, you did Justin Thomas?
Yeah, so ever since I was at the Truist Open to watch it live, the first person I saw on the course was Justin Thomas. And ever since that day, including that tournament, he has been in the top 15 of every tournament. So when you asked me to pick somebody, the first person that popped in my mind was the guy that I saw play live, and the guy that's been terrorizing the top 15 every single week. So I felt like a cut was kind of a give me this week, as long as he doesn't have a blow up week, which he does every now and then.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good pick. He actually changed his putter just before the Truist Open. So for the last couple of weeks, if you look at the stats, he's had a noticeable difference with that. So I think that change is going to help him as well. And then C Money chose Sungjae, great choice. PD King is all about Keegan Bradley. Parker chose Ricky Fowler. I heard a lot about Ricky Fowler today in this tournament, so there are a lot of people who are on his list as well. And then I chose Russell Henley. So together, our goal for these parlay players is always to make the cut. Make the cut is plus 353. I also bet the top 40, which is plus 874. And then as we get higher and higher, we get more into forget that dime bets, but we have 1980 plus 1980 for the top 30 and plus 10,000 for the top 20. But what my recommendation here is for make the cut, put these together, round robin them if you want, but make the cut for 353.
Love it.
Yeah, it's a good bet.
It takes somebody to really blow up for these guys, especially to not make the cut. I really like this. If we could snack one of these top 20s, boy,
right?
We'll be paid forever if we can smack one of these.
I mean, weren't we really close?
We got close a couple of times.
Yeah.
I think we missed it by one, like 2 or 3 times, and one of them was at plus 20-some thousand that we missed it by one. We're gonna hit one of these weeks. I just feel it.
Yep, I agree.
I'll have to get all this from you later because I don't have time to bet it right now. But
okay.
I love it. Iberg is like last year. Iberg was on fire, and he started this year a little slower. He's starting to pick it up, but I love Iberg.
I just
I always have
right now.
I mean, Keegan Bradley's like a throwback for me. Like that guy he's been around forever and he just keeps doing it. Ricky Fowler is up and down. He is a human seesaw, but when he's on, he's hard to beat. So yeah, I love this list. And
I would have taken Thomas, by the way, but obviously not being at Taco Tuesday was to my disadvantage.
We'll get you involved in Taco Tuesday one day.
Yes. Just put me in at the end of the
stream you
table
in for Taco Tuesday.
Yes, I will. I have ground beef. I can make tacos, and I will sit right here at the end of your table, and I will eat my tacos with you, and we can talk golf or whatever.
I love it.
Yeah, we can talk anything. So that's
Next up might be you again. Oh, wait a minute, we got a late edition.
Whoa.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
The man said he wasn't coming. He shows up anyway. Who'd you bet as a long ball? Because I didn't have it for today.
Mr. Olson.
All right, so Matt Olson is your other long ball. C Money's running it back because Matt Olson pissed him off after hitting a home run after he bet him 3 days in a row, so he's running it back.
Is my JJ Benet playing today? Is that his name?
There's a lot of games that played early, so I don't know.
That is
JJ Bleday.
JJ
I like it
Bleday.
because it rhymes. All right.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think the next slide. Yep, the next slide is you as well.
All right, I'm gonna stay focused. So I had never really gotten into winning the regions or playing betting on the regions, and I've had like maybe 100% success on my bet. So I went ahead and did top UK and Ireland. This is from DraftKings, but I believe a lot of sites have their top region. I've got McIntyre at plus 205, the top Canadian of Yelamanjaru. He's burned me before. But when I looked at the Canadians playing, I think he's got it. And some people do say that this course is lined up for him. So he's plus 188. And top South American, Echevarria at plus 220.
Love it. And I have only done one region in my life, and I hit that one. So we were both 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, you were very stressed out about it.
I was stressed out because he was up 7 strokes going into day 3 and somehow ended up tied in the final round after going down 2. So the guy was all over the place. But you know what?
There's so many regions. There are
so many regions.
There's some regions I won't touch. There's a couple that I will not touch. What'd you say?
Can you parlay the regions?
Not that I know of.
I'm gonna find out if Fanatics lets me parlay.
I feel like you should be able to, since it's like different.
I'm gonna see if Fanatics because I want to parlay these 3. That would be awesome.
Nordique?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, find out because I'd like to do that myself.
Yeah, DraftKings lets you parlay.
All right, let's go. That'd be like a plus 1,200 or something. Let's go.
26 for these 3.
Woo!
Yeah, there are a couple regions that I don't touch.
You would be rich right now if you'd been doing that in the past.
I know.
Right?
You've hit every single one you've put on the show.
Well, and if anyone wants to know my strategy I do a ton of research and I end up having a list of about 20 players that I like. I'll put the ones I feel the most confident in the show. I'll put some of the riskier ones on my own personal bets. But then when I look at that and then you go to the regions and see who's grouped in that region, it is more often than not, there's only one player in that region who's on my top 20 list. So it's really clear cut for me. There's some regions I won't touch just because they are pretty competitive. There's some regions I won't touch because I've never heard of any of them. So if you want to use that strategy, find some players that you like, check out what regions they're grouped with, and bet those folks.
I love this.
That is the Hold My Earring segment as we found a new way for Pat to DJ now on golf.
Yeah, this is that. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love that.
I think I could be wrong. I think we're moving in to I think it's all the segments. So I think we're moving in to the plus sheet, to the tabletop. And I put myself first today. I only got 2 bets. It's going to be a short but sweet day for the professor. Normally I've got multiple bets on here, but we're playing tight to the vest. We got James Tyon, 3+ strikeouts. He's hit this in 9 of the 10 games he's pitching in. He's facing Pittsburgh that strikes out 27th most in baseball. I would have gone higher, but I only added this to get it over the plus 200 mark, which is where I try to get all my bets. He was not even originally a part of my bet, so I tried to find a super safe bet, and this felt about as safe as it could get. Casey Mize, 5+ strikeouts. He has hit 5+ strikeouts in 4 of 7 games, and he's going against the Angels, who are last in the league in strikeouts. He should easily get to 5 strikeouts. If he doesn't, he may or may not make the list. Just saying. Jose Soriano, I dropped this all the way down to 5 strikeouts. I think this is a gimme. I think he might hit this in 3 innings. Like 5 strikeouts for Soriano against this team should be cake. He has hit 5+ strikeouts in 5 straight, and he's going against a team that's ranked 21st in baseball in strikeouts. Then we've got Shohei Ohtani, 6+ strikeouts. We talked about he's hit this in 5 of 6, going against a team that's ranked 25th in the league in strikeouts. All these guys are 20th. All these teams are facing are 20th or more in strikeouts. They're the bottom 10 of the league in strikeouts that these pitchers are facing. They all should do very well today. Got it plus 200, boosted at plus 240. We're bringing the hit parlay back, which is called parlay 3, even though it's parlay 2, because I've always got to have something quirky going on the right side. It's either the Cardinals bet or it's numbered wrong. But we've got Junior Caminero, 1+ hit. He's on a 9-game hitting streak, so we're just riding him to keep doing what he does. Marcell Ozuna, 1+ hit. He is 8 for 19 versus Taillon. I know I just bet him for 3 strikeouts, but that doesn't mean he can't give up hits. And then Juan Soto, 1+ hit, who was also 5 for 11 versus Abbott. And his bat is starting to wake up in a big way for the Mets. The Mets are still terrible, but Soto's starting to wake up, and his bat's starting to come alive. Got that at plus 207. Then we've got that Angels versus Tigers no-run first inning, which is the best bet on the show, on the slip as well. Those are the 2 parlays for today. We are hoping to go up yet another 5 or 6 units off of this to go with the 10 we went up yesterday.
I'm tied. I like both of those a lot. I mean, the fact that you dropped down Mize and Soriano, dropped down Shohei from the 750 club, and then
everybody is dumbed down pretty much on the strikeouts.
I think you're sweating Taillon. I really do.
I don't. He literally has only missed it 1 time, and it was like 8 starts ago. I doubt that.
Is he still a Cub?
Yeah, I would be shocked if he doesn't get. He's facing Pittsburgh, and they strike out a ton.
The Cubs stink.
The Cubs do stink, but so does Pittsburgh.
I'm going to my first ever Cubs Cardinals game this weekend. Very excited. And
that is me. And Ozuna's been on 5 hit parlays. He's been not missed on 1 of them yet. So he is nowhere near the list. He's on a different list. He's on the bet every time list. If I see his name pop up on my stats that I look at for pitcher matchups or anything like that, he's always on the list. Moving on, we are going to Poolside Pat, which is a dumbed down version of Poolside Pat because there's no basketball.
This is true. It's very well. I mean, you're going to see a trend very, very shortly. So obviously, Marquis talked about that. I've got a 5 for 5. This is my 750 club because I got it at literally plus 750. It is Casey Mize, Bubba Chandler, Connolly Early, Jacob deGrom, and Connor. I forget how to say his name. All for 5 strikeouts. Yes, I dropped it down. I'm running wild this 10 May. Let's see. Mr. Prenup. What? That's what I call him. How do you pronounce somebody?
I'm pretty sure it's Prenup.
Okay, thank you. So I was saying it right. He's hit this 4 out of 6 games. 5. That is 5 strikeouts. DeGrom is DeGrom. I don't really need to speak on that. And he's very good against this Astros lineup minus Yordan Alvarez. He's the lineup that has been announced to face DeGrom tonight is batting 173, 29 strikeout. He has 29 strikeouts against this current iteration of the lineup. He's only given up 14 hits and 81 at bats against this current lineup. So I like DeGrom to get it done, to get 5 strikeouts tonight. Mr. Early, never late. He is, let's see, a guy that we came on late last year, so he was late then. But I do remember betting on him quite a bit last season. This number he's hit in I'll just say for April, he had 4.55, 4.4. So he's right around there. And then so far in May, he's hit 3 out of his 4 starts. So a guy who does have swing and miss stuff. I did want to check who the Red Sox are playing. The Red Sox are still kind of.
They're playing the Braves, but he struck the Braves out 2 starts ago 6 times. So
there you go. So that makes me feel good about that. Bubba Chandler, he's on the opposite end of Mr. Taillon. A guy who came in with a lot of hype this season because he was I don't think he was a September call-up last season, but he was later in the year. And and not exactly what we were sold from him going into this season, but he has hit this quite a bit. And in his last start against Toronto, who I'm not saying are world beaters by any chance, he did have 11 strikeouts in 5 innings. So maybe he has found something. Maybe he adjusted something. And yeah, that'll do it for my 5 for 5, my 750 club. My second 5 for 5 is a hit parlay. Yes, I'm getting in on the hit parlay action. This is, let's see, Chandler Simpson. So I could have gone Caminero, but I ended up with Chandler, who, for those of you who are not aware, he started off the season like astronomically good. He hit, I mean, it was obviously only 18 at bats in March, but he was hitting 444 in March. I mean, he's just an electric kind of player. In his last 7 days, he has 7 hits. And in the last 30 days, so not the full month, but he's got 26 hits, batting 268. In the last 7 days, he's batting 304. I'm gonna bounce around, not go in order really, just because it's what I have on my screen. O'Neal Cruz, another Pirate here, who will probably eventually be a Yankee. His last 7 days, also 7 hits, hitting 269, and he has 30 hits in his last 30 days. Something to keep an eye on. Kevin McGonigal, love that. He's got to be an Irishman. An unknown trend that I didn't realize I was going to have. Last 7 days, 7 hits, hitting 318. He has certainly been consistent this month. Wilyer Abreu doesn't have 7 hits in those last 7 days. Dang, that would have been cool. This is one to keep an eye on, and I should have done a little bit more research than I did, but I did. A lot of these guys have the most hits on their teams, or at least are up there for that. So yeah, that'll do. Oh, then Bobby Witt. I mean, recently, Professor, you've talked about Bobby Witt, and he's Bobby Witt, so he's my DeGrom for this one.
Speaking of MVP candidate, Bobby Witt is up there.
Damn right. And then Pat's PD of the day, which I put twice. I just realized, so twice is nice. DeGrom 6 Ks and Rangers money line. I just spelled it out for you when I was doing his 5 for 5. He's pitches well against this Astros lineup, and I expect him to get that Ks and the Rangers money line. And I didn't put what I got it at, and I'll tell you that right now. Actually, I didn't even write it down, so it was something. It was plus something. That's all you need to know.
It was
Pat's best bet of the day. Murakami, minus 105, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. Are you seeing the trend?
I am seeing the trend.
Okay, cool.
I'm seeing that you are having a crisis.
Yeah, maybe. He's got 2 home runs in his last 7 days. He's got 8 in his last 30. Basically, this is there was a time earlier on in the season. I think he's since done it, but where he just didn't have any other extra base hits other than home runs. I believe he since has hit like a double or something. But just looking for him to go deep, and I figured that's my best bet of the day. And then the Pucky is actually an interesting one. By the way, shout out to the Golden Knights.
Shout out.
I said it in the group chat. I can't cash out because you can Fanatics. At least, I don't know. It's probably the same with DraftKings, but I made the bet on Fanatics, and you can't cash out a bet that unless you're in the state that you made.
Yeah, I think that's a law thing. That's not a.
Oh yeah, I figured it was probably all across the board. So I'm riding it no matter what. So shout out to the Knights. They dismantled a team that a lot of people didn't think that they could dismantle that way. But my Pucky is Canadians and Hurricanes to go to overtime. They've done it in the first 2 games. Seemingly evenly matched teams here. I thought it was a fun little bet. Kind of like I feel like this is kind of like a Chicks Picks Gen type of pick. And yeah, so that's what I got.
I just want you to know, because I think today is going to be the day that Pat comes out of his slump. I just put both your 5 for 5s together.
Oh boy!
In one way, plus 1,600.
Oh man!
And we're rocking it. I'm a glutton for punishment.
I think I'm gonna do this the rest of the month. By the way, just copy you guys.
My man's having a crisis of faith. He's doing a 7.
I need it to be June. I need June. I'll be a whole new man in June. I you know what? In fact, I will hopefully attend my first Taco Tuesday in June. So there you go, whole new man.
And Pat, I love your overtime bet.
Thank you. I see. I said that feels
Love
like
it.
a Chicks Picks bet. Yeah.
It does feel very Chicks Picks Gen bet ish.
Yeah.
You should have put Chicky the Chucky play of the day or Chicky play of the day instead of
The Chicky Pucky. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Hold my puck bet.
We've got Jen. I don't know what this madness is, but I'll let her.
Oh man. Yes.
Good gracious.
Yeah, you
Yes.
always have to sit down before because I have a golf bet. I get one page that lasts 4 days.
That's true.
All right. So this is what I've talked about. I picked 12 players. I was not having success with putting 4 in a parlay, so I put 3 in a parlay with 4 parlays. You can see the names. Some of them I've never heard of. I've never heard of Harry Hall, but I just heard some stuff recently about him, looked up some numbers, didn't mind it. So you can see if you bet, I've got make the cut and top 40, including ties. I've said it in the past. I'll say it again. Including ties is very important. So if you like the players in parlay 1 to make the cut, it's minus 123. $10 will make you about 18, I think. Top 40, including ties, plus 140. So that's how you kind of read it. If you like the players in parlay 2, pick them for the cut and or top 40. If you like those top 6, put them together, and that's plus 287 and plus 632. So last weekend, and it keeps going like that. And you can see the very last line on the right says parlay 1 through 4. So if you like all those players and you want them to make the cut, that's a little over plus 2,400. And if you want all of them in the top 40, including ties, that's kind of your forget that dime plus 12,000. But if it hits, it's more than Taco Tuesday. So last weekend we had one person in parlay 4 not make the cut, which really kind of messed up a bunch of options. But the top 3 parlays all made the cut and all made the top 40. So we did really well there. So this is a bunch of options. If you want to stay safer at minus 123, do that. If you want to go balls to the wall for plus 12,000, you can do that. So there's something in here for everybody. It's kind of like a buffet. Pick what you like. But these are the players that I like. Have some research behind each of them, but won't bore you with it. But this is where we're going with. You'll see some of these folks are ones that have been chosen that are part of the Parlay Players group by these hosts, and some are some new folks. So look into them, see what you like, and I'm betting all of it.
So I will say that if there's one bet you follow for Gen Pick or Chick Picks is to make the cut. So on Fanatics, you can only do 8 people at a time. So I go top 8 every time, and the last 3 times I've done it, I've missed it once. So it's pretty much a pretty good bet. So I'll definitely be betting it.
Awesome. Yeah, and this week, I'll be honest, if you look at these players, I don't line it up this way. If you look at these players, a lot of them are almost ranked in order. There are a couple of outliers, but not many. That's why usually my parlay 1 through 4 top 40, including ties, is usually like 35,000. So this is ironically much more conservative. But these folks are good. The course is made for them. I like it. So thanks for saying that, Chris. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, that is the madness of Chicks Picks Gens with her golf bets. Look, I'm gonna give y'all a second. Take a screenshot because you're gonna need it. Because I live with her and I'm not sure I get all these bets in time. It's a lot. So take a screenshot. Remember it. Okay, we'll move on. And we have the last call. There's not a lot on here, but I talked about it already. I'm running Shohei Ohtani back. Many reasons. One, he missed for me last night, partly because he got pulled because he got hit on the hand and they were worried about him pitching today. So they're like, oh, let's not get him hurt. But he homers almost every time he pitches. He just did it in the last start after I said that. And he's like I said, he's 2 for 3 with a home run versus this pitcher. It's the Rockies. He should be hitting home runs every night against the Rockies. I'm kind of irritated that he is not hitting home runs right now. So I'm going to keep betting this man until he hits a home run. It's pissing me off. especially considering they're dropping his odds every night he doesn't hit a home run. I don't understand it. He was plus 280 last night. He's pitching tonight. He's plus 233. I think they know he gets home runs when he pitches. I think that's what it is. But I'm rocking that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I'll throw one out there. Kind of rocking this with, I took Shohei, baby Shohei, and Caminero for a home run.
All right.
For plus 66.29.
And then
Wow.
Poolside wanted me to, asked if I did a PD of the day for PD King, and I did not, but I just did one. So we're going to rock that as a last call as well. I've got Shohei Ohtani 7 strikeouts and the Dodgers minus 1.5 at plus 130 is my PD of the day. I think the Dodgers win by 10. I said last night, if anybody watched yesterday, I told y'all to bet everything Dodgers. And if you listened to me, you got rich quickly. I told you they were going to put up a big number against them. I told them they were going to hit the over, and they were probably going to hit it by themselves. Well, they hung 15 runs up yesterday. So if you listen to that alone, you could have gotten rich off of that game. So I'm just saying, I think today's another day where they put up like 8 or 9 runs, and I think Shohei shuts down that Rockies team. That's the only reason you're not going to see me taking the over in that game, because then the Dodgers would have to get the over by themselves. Shohei doesn't give up runs. You could probably take him under 2 earned runs is minus 180 if that tells you anything for Shohei Ohtani, because he just does not give up 2 runs in a game. And I'm also going to be laddering Shohei 8, 9, and 10 strikeouts as well.
Love that.
But Poolside, what we got? Oh, you got a DK. Who in the world? Please explain to the people who Jeremiah Jackson is.
I will. Thank you for asking. So first of all, this is strictly because of the Grand Slam aspect of it. He has 6 home runs of the year. He's Baltimore Oriole. So there's two trains of thought. Obviously, it's a kind of home runs in general are kind of, you're trying to just, catch lightning in a bottle, literally, or lightning in a bat, I suppose. He is tied for the major league lead in Grand Slams, Jeremiah Jackson. He's got 6 home runs. 2 of them were Grand Slams. And the Baltimore Orioles themselves lead the majors with 4 Grand Slams. So it's my first Grand Slam bonus bet. I've never done it. I literally just Googled who leads the league in Grand Slams. It's him with 2 and Harrison Bader with 2. Harrison Bader kind of stinks, but Jeremiah Jackson at least doesn't stink as much as Harrison Bader.
Look,
I guess I need to go for Harrison Bader for a home run now.
All I'm going to say about Harrison Bader is before he hit his first home run of the year, about 2-3 weeks ago, I was sitting on the couch talking trash about Harrison Bader. And I said, he used to be good when he's with the Phillies. What's wrong with him? And as that came out of my mouth, he hit a home run. 2 days later, he hit another home run. A week later, hit a grand slam. I said, okay, I'm sorry, Harrison Bader. I will never talk trash about you again. I apologize. And he's hit another grand slam since, which was the other night. It's kind of wild, but Jeremiah Jackson, that's a wild stat. I didn't even know who Jeremiah Jackson was, to be completely honest with you. It makes sense because he plays for the Orioles, and I don't know a lot of Orioles outside the main guys. So,
he's a bullfrog.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. And then Jen has her Chicks Picks hole-in-one bets.
I do. I started golf. When I started betting golf, I would bet holes in one. It was easy. It was mindless, and it was a risk because you weren't likely going to hit it. And I've kept going because I've had success. Hole in one anytime is minus 110. You can see for each of the rounds, the plus minus is listed. I bet each of them you can't round robin them and you can't parlay them, unfortunately. But yeah, you can. For round 1, the cut's going to be at the end of round 2, so that's why round 1 and round 2 odds are a little bit lower. You have fewer golfers doing round 3 and 4, and you've got some weather concerns now too. So those are my hole-in-one bets. I want to jump in on this home run and grand slam. So I have bet JJ Bleday. Oh, I should tell you, the hosts tell you to follow me on golf because that's all I know. I don't know anything about baseball, so do not follow the baseball bet. But that bet is JJ Bleday because it rhymes. For 1 home run at plus 443. And if I bet 1 home run, I bet 2. So I also bet 2 home runs at plus 4,900 for JJ Bleday.
She's not lying. Every person who bets for a home run, she bets 2 home runs the same night. Every single time.
One day I'll hit, and y'all be jelly.
If you get 2 home runs out of JJ Bleday, I will. We might have to do a worship Jen show because that would be wild.
Well, if you could start talking trash about JJ Bleday, then maybe it'll have the same effect. So go ahead, throw him under the bus, and then
I threw Matt Olson under the bus, and the day I don't take him, he hits a home run.
PD King, if PD King was here, he would talk plenty of trash about JJ Bleday because every time his name comes up, he hates JJ Bleday. So
well, he can hate Bleday, and I can hate Maxey. So we'll even. Touche, Bleday.
Touche, Bleday.
Next, before we get to the records, you're going to see the list.
Hold on, I got to add somebody.
It has not changed since the last time. You're going to have to remove somebody to add somebody. But actually,
the whole Rangers team?
Kevin Gausman can come off because he did hit for me last time. So Kevin Gausman.
All right, we'll take him off, and we're putting Spencer frickin' Strider on this list.
That's fair.
That guy can go walk off a short pier.
It's kind of ironic that all the pitchers on my graph, he had a lot of plus to bet him last night, and he was the one guy that was on my list that I was supposed to bet that I didn't bet, and thank God because he sold the bag in every possible way. He came up a strikeout short and an inning short of both bets. So, you know what? Normally I say C Money is over exaggerating. In this case, I understand. So Gausman's coming off and Strider is going on. Doesn't mean I won't bet him. He's just C Money. I'll still bet Strider. But Nolan McLean, you know what's funny about Nolan McLean? He's so hard on the list. The last start he had against the Reds, you can ask PD King. I bet 3 guys that hit a home run against him. And I hit 2 of the 3. I almost hit all 3, which would have been a plus 18,000.
The Mets are just bad.
The Mets are terrible.
Yeah.
And McLean started the season good, but he is not good.
Yeah, he was like their one bright spot on the team, and now it's like, see you later, guy.
That was just bad.
And they just like skiing so bad they put his entire name. We got Paul David skins on.
Sure did. That guy's dead.
And then PD King put the entire Texas Rangers roster on this list. I think that was aimed towards Mackenzie Gore, but he just said the whole roster.
Oh no.
We will move into something that is the opposite of dead to me, which is these units. I have gone up to plus 45.94 units after yesterday. Jen, after some rounds of golf last week, which jumped up to 17.57 units, and she's plus on the win column, which is rare on this show because you got me who bets parlays. If I ever got plus, I'd be plus like 200 units if I was ever plus, especially betting over 100 parlays in a month. C Money is at plus 11.93. Some home runs have saved him, plus that one long shot parlay he hit. PD King has been kind of consistent with his PDs, so he's up plus 6 units. Parker has not been on the show this month. And then Poolside is struggling mainly because of basketball. The Knicks are probably represent about 18, 20 of those 31 units, to be fair. I know
that's not true.
15 of them were in one day, so I know that's true. You went 0 for 15 in that day, so I think it's fair to say.
So Poolside, let's talk about your record.
Sure.
172 bets seems like a lot. Is it a strategy you like? Is it one you're going to alter? Talk to me about 172 bets.
Then welcome to Poolside Pat.
Yeah.
This
I have
is
to reach out to that number.
So Poolside Pat attempted for a few months to dumb down his amount of bets, and it made him itch. So he went full Poolside Pat this month, and this is what you not necessarily the negative, but that amount of bets is what you get.
All right.
Yep.
You know, you get 6,000 bets in a year is what you get.
Yeah. I'm at 651 so far.
You can see that quickly. How do you see that quickly?
It's on the sheet.
The spreadsheet. Oh, okay.
When you put in for your records, it keeps your wins and losses for the whole year too.
Oh, I'm gonna look, but that makes me nervous.
I'm not even close to like 50.
Then you are at 183 wins and 145 losses for the year.
Ooh,
that's right.
By the way, Jen is up 317 units on the year.
Well, that's a lot of bets too. Then, so yeah.
I'm up 99.1 units on the year.
I'm gonna do this, but not right now.
And you're actually positive on the wins column for the year.
My record is so funny. It just makes me giggle. I mean, whatever. And no, if you do have 172 bets and you're not practicing rule number 2 that we show every show, then yes, you should call it in again. But because I exercise rule number 2 to a T, I do not need to call one in again.
Yeah, all right.
Let's look at it this way. He bet
we're gonna reach 200 by the end of the month, Pat.
I don't know.
28.
Yeah. Oh, really?
You got 4 days at 28.
He's going to have 20 basketball bets tomorrow, so yes, he will reach it.
No.
How many bets you got today? What you got?
There's no basketball today, so
the Knicks don't play until next month. So
if you didn't hear the decree from me, C Money, and PD King, we are done with basketball for the year. If the Thunder make the finals against the Knicks, I may make some bets then. If the Spurs make it against the Knicks, I will not bet a single basketball bet for the rest of the year because those two teams are the most frustrating teams to bet on in the history of the NBA, I think, during the playoffs anyway, because both of them have way too many ways to score, and you can't predict who's going to go off in that game. And you can't predict who's going to win and which one's going to go off. You can't predict if Wemby's going to have a Wemby day or if he's going to be more like Jalen Duren that day. Like, it's very frustrating. Jalen Duren, who's on this list, by the way. He's number 1 on the list.
He used to be
number 1 on the list.
He used to be on the must-bet list, and now he's on the don't touch with a 10-foot pole list.
Wasn't Duren on there twice at one point?
He was. We updated that to add Paul David Skeens.
I think we need to add Duren back twice.
And like I said, Gausman will come off. Strider will go on. And that list is forever changing. But you know what? We needed a list because forever we're talking about people that are dead to us, and we never show you. So now we're showing you. But that is the show for today. We should be good for tomorrow as well. Some form or fashion, you'll see some of us, all of us, maybe one of us. You never know. Depending on if I have work overtime or not, because it is in the month. But you'll see some form or fashion. And if I'm not on, you'll either see my picks on here. You'll see me betting on X. So make sure you follow us on X. So once we get to 500, we'll give away a $50 gift card, and a lot of other things could be coming the way. So follow us on X. I think we're like 40 away or something like that from the 500. Tell your friends it doesn't cost you anything. It is free to you, and we put all our bets out there for free. We don't charge anybody anything. We have no premium that we're trying to sell you. This is all free bets, and we tell you up front that we do this for fun with stats behind it.
70, I'm trying to cook 63. 64 plus 12. 76 and
carry the 1.
2. So let's just call it 83 minus 31. So like 50 some odd units up on the month as a show. Then I'm not usually this bad. So I'm usually bad, but not this bad. So
we've all been over there.
Yeah. You know what? I'm good with it. I'm having fun.
Yep.
Look, that's all that matters.
And I get to go to Taco Tuesday.
Maybe Taco Tuesday is what you need to turn these units around.
New taco, new me. That's what
we started doing Taco Tuesday this month, and I'm up for almost 50 units. So maybe that's, that's the power of the taco. And more than
Could
one.
be the margarita.
Power of the taco. That is a multiple use phrase. Power of the taco.
I mean, the taco is powerful.
I'm looking forward to that.
But with that being said, we will be back tomorrow to bring you the hot tips for your bet slips, and I will play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins every podcast episode. We bring the heat, Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the waves. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.